Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, guys? Thank you for coming back to Chew and Chat with the Real Yana Lou. I am so elated to have you back for you subscribers. Now, if you didn't subscribe, baby, go and get on now. Go and get yourself fixed up and subscribe to Chew and Chat with the Yana Lou Show, because on this show, I like to push you towards your goals and dreams and put the spotlight on the next who's who. Now, you know your girl always loved to bring the most fabulous guests. This is not just about a bunch of boring ass interviews. Baby, this is about the elite. Y'all see the way this wig is rocking and fluffed out? That means these people that's on here is the sniznit, and they're gonna give you an opportunity to learn more about them and how great they are and how wonderful they are. Yes, I know how to transition very quickly. I deserve an Oscar. Anyway, so we have a young lady on here. Her name is Miss Takia Stone. You can call her Tika. And she is a real estate agent, and she's doing her thing out here in ATL today. She has an opportunity to help you all over the map, wherever you decide that you want to live. And I think her expertise in education actually stretch her across the globe. So get into her. Make sure you get her social media handles, and make sure you get some information. If you have any questions, dive in, DM me. So when we have her back, and we can also send you to her through her social media handles. You can also get her information and talk to her about your real estate endeavors. Another great guest we have on here is Miss Shayla Campbell, baby, honey. First black cheerleader of Norcross High School. Thick girl, Hambone, haven't you heard, baby? Yes, Lord. Y'all didn't know about that. But the girl was at Norcross High School, African-American girl, beautiful girl. We actually thought she was like a white girl because her parents kept her so well tamed. But you know, being one of them PK kids, how could you go wrong? So Shayla Campbell is gonna come on here, and we actually call her the sweet cake lady because I know I'm saying it wrong, but she gonna straighten me out. But the cake is so damn good, y'all. Coca-Cola had to go on and call her girl. I mean, she'll tell y'all all about it. And last but not sweet Norcross High School patriots, peace and joy, we have one of our babies from Norcross High School. His parents is Rashonda, as well as Fred Jenkins, that part. Y'all better rock it out. Now, this baby is all over your YouTube, honey, all over your social media handles. This is Young Browser, Big Baby. He's going to come on here and drop some little bars, some little tunes, and let you know what to do. I'm talking about the boy hot. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fit the bitch. Sorry, I did have to give y'all that. But listen, go get your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your popcorn, your cotton candy, and all that, your blanket, and cuddle up, and come back with Chew and Chat with Yana Lou. And we'll be right back live 5 in just a sec. What's up, guys? What's up? The Real Yana Lou. I am back. Sugar Love, how are y'all? I hope your week was fine, guys. We got some bad news. Trump was able to do whatever he wants to do out here, and that's not good for us. So I need you guys to really get out there and tear them polls up and vote, 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 vote. We do not want him to be able to get back in house and to rule and reign, because then you won't just be receiving them stimulus checks that you paying back in your taxes. You're going to be receiving something else. You know what I'm saying? Nuclear bomb, hopping on all this and stuff. Let me shut up, because if I'm half ignorant about it, I can only say that much. Y'all, thank y'all for coming back. We have our first guest here, Miss Takia Stone. Greatest woman out there in real estate. Yes, yes, yes. Hurt yourself and don't run to the pole too fast to Takia, because she can only get one of y'all in the house with a key. But do patronize this queen. Hey, baby.
Hey, girl.
Y'all know that white girl shit. Oh. You got the assignment.
I got it.
Ladies in black.
The black.
I like it. Well, welcome to Takia Stone. I love you so much, and you are so scrumptious in the real estate arena.
Thank you.
And she got pearly white damn teeth. And I'm over here cracked out with a cotton ball.
Oh, my God.
That's what I said. Somebody help me here. I tell y'all every week, help me with this too. Takia, thank you for coming on the show, giving us some knowledge about real estate and talking to us about how to get into it, what to start looking for, what we need to start getting together, and things of that nature, giving us some education. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me. So did you want to know about how to purchase a home, or did you want to know how to get into being a real estate agent?
Yeah, first, you as a real estate agent, what makes it so passionate for you in order to be a real estate agent, and why do you want to, do what you're doing in real estate? Because that's what matters to me when I'm with a real estate agent.
Yeah. So to me, I feel like I'm a matchmaker instead of just, I can't just throw people into a house. I want to make sure that house is perfect for them. I got a couple of clients who are here today who can vouch for me. So I kind of take my time, just make sure that house is perfect for that person.
Right.
I don't care if we have to see 10, 20 houses. We're going to make it right.
Wow. So tell me, how long have you been in the industry?
It's been 6 years, since 2018.
Because you've been rocking it out ever since you've been in here. It's been 6 years. Wow. Wow. And it seemed like we was just cheering you on for passing your stuff.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all, but yeah, I made it.
Wow, okay. So with the real estate, what are some things that, as going into purchasing a home for a first-time buyer, what are some things that, we need to be aware of? Because I would be a first-time home buyer by myself, I did when I was married, but now what are some things, because the real estate's changed?
So just make sure you stay on top of your credit. Make sure you pay your bills on time. I do have to let you know your rent does not affect your credit.
Oh.
So you can pay them people for years and years and years, and your credit's not going to go up at all. I do always tell people, I know a lot of people who are first-time home buyers, they want to do like the first-time home buyer programs, and they want to get people to put money down for them and things like that, but still have some money saved up.
Okay.
Do your research. Google has mortgage calculators. You can just go on there, about how much you want to spend on a house.
Okay.
And, how much you need to put down on the house.
And that actually gives them a rubric of how to get their paper up. Because if you're looking at that calculator and you saying, I want a $200,000, $300,000 house, then baby, you're going to have to go $200,000, $300,000 work.
Exactly.
Hello?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So we can play with it like that. And that gives you about how much time you can be able to purchase. Right. Now, is there some things that you typically see people be, confused about when they come into the real estate that you have to straighten out, or is it just a...
people think, and lenders tell their clients that the realtor can get the seller to pay for closing costs.
Right.
And that's not reality.
Oh, wow. Because it's changed now.
It's changed a lot. It just depends on the market. Like a couple of years ago, some sellers were paying closing costs, but today it's not likely.
It's the seller's market now.
Yeah, the prices are kind of balancing out now, but yeah, you're still going to be paying some closing costs.
Now, what type of work did you do before you got into real estate, and why did you decide to come to real estate?
Well, I always wanted to do real estate, but I kept pushing it back, and life happens, having kids, all that kind of stuff. And actually, my oldest daughter, LaShara, came to me. She was like,
"That's my baby."
She came to me. She paid for my class for me. She was like, "Now you don't have an excuse." So,
child, charity mine. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess with your mic. So, do with this child. Love y'all. No, they do. My kids do. I like to play around, guys. That's good. Big ups to LaShara for that. Like really, really supporting. That's the biggest cheerleader that you can have is your children.
Yeah, absolutely.
And big ups for her coming up like that and supporting you on your goals and your dreams. As a child. So how did that make you feel?
Oh, great. Make you feel appreciative. We raise our kids. To be great adults, and then for kids to be able to feel like you did a great job raising them.
That's right.
And they want to get back to you.
That's right.
It's an amazing feeling.
Wow, I think it's amazing. Guys, what I want y'all to understand is we put in the spotlight on the next Who's Who for the reason, because when you take time to raise your children right in whatever you do, and then it comes back to you 100-fold. And see, now her baby is putting back into her, and then they also see that these are the right people that we have here on the Chew and Chat with Yana Lou show being interviewed, because you guys are the trailblazers out here. Right. You know what I'm saying? You did stay true to the course and do what you had to do. So as a realtor, is there anything that you would like to tell the people about when they're getting ready to purchase or buy, or anything in real estate that you would like to share with buyers or people who want to buy?
Make sure you have filed your taxes. A lot of people, they come in, they want to apply for a loan and they haven't even filed their taxes. Stay on top of your taxes. Stay on top of your credit. please stay on top of your credit. Pay those people on time.
Yeah.
Please. That's very important. And just try to save your money up.
You amazing. You know what I remember, Tika? Okay, y'all, so I gotta tell y'all something. Tika and I, this is a whole Norcross High School crew right here. This is my whole high school crew, guys. These people are amazing and phenomenal at what they do, because the next guest that's coming up, I mean, oh my God, girl off the chain. But Tika, I remember when and I'm sitting up here, the damn teeth are so white, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this shit gleaming hard. It's making me, baby, make your auntie dental appointment here. I'm serious, it's beautiful. But I remember when we was young and used to wear the strips and she used to do her thing, she was so cared to the teeth. And me, I was so cared to the, I'm out the door, you know what I'm saying? I love you, girl. But it's beautiful. Y'all take care of your teeth, I'm seriously. But my medication and the brain tumor medicine, it made my teeth weak and stuff like that. So my teeth would get brittle because of the medications and stuff that I was on. I was on 23 bottles of pills 3 times a day, you know, with brain tumor, cancer in both breasts, hysterectomy, 3 bags of blood, you know, all that good stuff, those great things that God allowed me to go through. He blessed me to go through that, and I was so grateful for that. So yeah, but the medications and stuff, I was on so much, and the iron was so low, it would make my teeth so brittle, and I was so cold, so they would chip easy. So now I walk around with it. So now y'all know. I used to lie and say I did it playing beer pong. Yeah. Oh, so it's a game. I'm telling the truth. That's how we did it. So amazing, amazing. I really like it. It's just the teeth that just blinded me. Real estate. So now I see that you love to work out also. You not just only do the real estate, you encourage other women and people to, when we look on your page, to work out. So what is it about working out that intrigues you? What's up with that?
So
She's gorgeous, y'all.
Oh, thank you. I always wanted to work out, but it was boring to me. And I just couldn't figure out how to get on track. And then, of course, somebody made it more interesting for me. So now I love to work out.
So, I like the G's in the alphabet. That part. G's are encouraging.
They are.
Yeah.
Very much.
Love you.
Yes, love you.
That part. Wouldn't you like to know, but we're not lamb chops and we don't tell all our business, that part. Anyway, Tika, I love it. So with the real estate, I know I want to go ahead and purchase my first home by myself, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm actually thinking about looking into buildings. So do you also help with different arenas? Are you helping with to find buildings, commercial property and all that? So you're all around?
Yes. I do more residential than commercial. So I'm pretty new to
But you're not
commercial.
afraid to get your feet wet?
No.
Y'all heard what she said. She ain't leaving no money on the table. Hello? She wants all the shmoney. Hello? I seen a video where the girl said, it's closing day.
I love closing day.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my God.
It's the original. Y'all. What you said, girl?
I love closing day.
She did it just like that. Look in the camera. Tell them people what your social
I love
media.
closing day.
Oh, y'all, she was so
Takia
sweet.
Stone.
Social media handles.
Takia Stone. That's it. Love my name. Just look for me. Takia Stone.
She said, I thought you were going to do it. I love real estate.
I do.
Closing day. Y'all, the TikTok that she did, it was like, I love closing day. She was sitting in the car. She just so sweetly announced why. Because the people get their home and their check, and then she gets hers. I love closing day, too.
It.
I get 10% for helping to advertise.
There you go.
I'll tell y'all. Guys, we're going to be right back live with Miss Takia, learning just a little bit more about her and getting into Miss Shayla. This is another beautiful Miss Shayla Campbell, the first black cheerleader that was of Norcross High School. We're going to be bringing her on after we come back from commercial as well, sharing some safe space with Miss Takia Stone and I. And we'll be right back live with Yana Lou and the crew. Yeah.
So today's one of my favorite days. It is closing day. Today, my buyers will get their home. The seller will get his check. I'll get my check. I love closing day.
Hey guys, so welcome back. It is the Real Yana Lou. I am so grateful that you guys are back with me. You know I like to have scrumptious fun, honey. So what y'all think about this wig? Is it giving or is it not? You better say it's giving. Got great guests. So listen, for all you people that did not understand what this show was about, it's about me pushing people toward their goals and dreams and putting the spotlight on the new who's who. Wouldn't you like to be in a chair by me too? I know it. So we got Miss Shayla Campbell, first Black cheerleader. Yes, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, Lord. Shayla Campbell, what's up, girl?
Hey, what's going on?
Hallelujah. And she also has a wonderful voice, guys. Mike can get a little tune. A little Sunday morning something.
Popping up stuff. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. You got the girl got the church in her. We got Takia Stone over here with them vocals. She just cleared it for y'all, so we'll get a little bit of her too. Yes, Lord. So these girls are so amazing because Shayla, what I love about her, Norcross High School, yes, Lord. I know y'all are really loving this because all the lovelies are up here. That's right. You said it really good.
Yes.
How does it feel to be the first African-American cheerleader in Norcross High School?
Oh, God, that's so long ago.
It was, but it was beautiful.
Oh, that was 1991.
She was the hope.
Yeah. Yeah, 1991. I don't even know what made me do it. I said, I'm just going to try out. I mean, we never had one before.
Right.
And so I decided, I said, well, might as well. I mean, try it out. And when they called my name, I was like, who, me? I won.
She slammed it. She being modest, right, Tika? She slammed it.
And it was enjoyable. I had a good time. You know, and went from there and then became the first runner-up, the first African-American young lady to even place in the Miss Norcross pageant. So that was my year. My senior year was a good year.
Okay.
My senior year was a good year.
Okay.
But yeah.
With a bang.
Yeah.
I
Had
love
a good
it.
time.
Y'all see, this is why we put the spotlight on the next who's who. The girl had a bang from beginning to end and then. Hello?
Yeah.
And now. Because the lip gloss is popping good.
Listen.
Listen, so now you've since went on from being that beautiful cheerleader. She's a wonderful mother, guys.
Yes.
She has some beautiful sons.
I do.
Right?
I do. 25 and 27, Tristan and Raylon.
Better tell it.
Yes.
Now. Shayla.
2 beautiful grandchildren, Noah and Reagan.
Yes.
So yes.
Yes.
I'm doing good.
Guys, it's always awesome to put the spotlight on people that we love and that we know and that are doing some great things outside of just the people that we see on the everyday that's called the everyday celebrity. Because these are the celebrities. These are the people that are busting their butt behind the scenes and still coming out on top and still being great. So Shayla has since stepped out the cheerleader shoes part-time, and now she's
full-time.
Okay, now
These knees are not cheerleading.
well, she's sexy and thicker than a piece of cornbread. Hello. Wish I was looking like some turkey meat. Jeez. Okay, I'm over here sweating, wishing I could get like these girls. That part.
It's hot. Yes.
But she's since then, guys, and now she makes beautiful cakes. We have a lot of designs, which you guys can see back here, with Patrick playing all these designs back here in these cakes, these hats, and all these things. But what prompted you to turn into baking?
The funny thing about it, I never was a baker. I can cook, but baking was never my
Forte.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I don't even eat sweets. To this day, I don't eat sweets.
Wow.
But actually, the way I got into baking is I was in a very low point in my life, very dark. Was going through a lot, depression. It's just a lot was going on.
Right.
And so I kind of isolated myself, changed phone numbers, cut people off. I just really became
You and God.
No, it wasn't even me and God. It was just me. I didn't even feel like I was worthy to even go down that avenue. It was a very dark place for me.
Beautiful.
And all I did was watch TV, Food Network. And I was looking at the Cake Wars. And I was just laying there and I was like, that looks easy. That looks like something I can do.
Right.
And so I just started experimenting. And experimenting turned into a hobby.
Right.
From a hobby and turned into making a couple of cakes for some friends that may have known I was doing it, to now I gotta pay taxes and I got
She turned it into a
I gotta
business.
pay taxes and it's a business now. I got LLCs to pay and state of Georgia, so it's a real business. I've been in business now 16 years.
Amen.
I'm getting older now, so I'm trying to maneuver to find other avenues in the sweet business, but not as much as working as much because
Be more behind the
depending
scenes and delegate. Right.
Or start doing classes.
Exactly.
Doing some classes, doing some maybe sipping cakes and things that don't require me to be on my feet for 3 days on a cake. 'Cause there are some cakes that take 3 days for me to.
Honey, those designs that you put together are amazing.
Thank you, and they're all handmade. I do not use molds, so everything I do is handmade, handcrafted. So yeah.
That's what make it even better.
Yeah.
A specialized cake made by your hands. That's what make it even better. Y'all, she is a sweetheart. She's an absolute sweetheart anyway. Both of these girls are sweethearts anyway. I bet that better not be mine.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
Lord have mercy. I don't think it is.
Y'all, I promise you I love you. This is the realest show where you can be real, baby. You know, the real Yana Lou, I am raw. I'm going to give it to you straight up. But if that was my car alarm going off, baby, I got to pause. Hey, I got some stuff in there. Hello. I wish you would. Hello. Get my donuts at the back seat. Krispy Kreme. I just got them and it was hot.
They were hot. The sign was on.
She has always been like this. Just so you know. So if you see me looking at her like
the mama and auntie straight up, Yana.
I'm like,
yeah. I'm watching them watching me thinking I'm crazy when they really crazy, but I'm watching them thinking I'm crazy. This is a part of
we're on our best behavior.
We know how to be on our best behavior because we've been best friends since 1991.
91.
No. I didn't move here till 91.
You moved here in 91? The second semester in 91.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, 91.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be her.
Oh, Shayla, that's her camera.
That's my camera?
Okay. It sure is with your beautiful self. Yana, we look some
looking right here.
Let me tell y'all something about sexy and chocolate. Even though I'm over here
turn
looking
this way then so I can
Well,
look
get
at
it,
this
girl, because
camera.
I was, I got to
Look at
move the
this
hair.
camera. Okay, I'll look at this camera.
Oh, aren't she, isn't she lovely? Yeah.
Don't y'all start.
Isn't she wonderful?
Continue the interview.
Get it, ticket. I don't know the rest, but it is good. 'Cause her delicious cakes as they should.
The strawberry cake.
Is that what it is? Strawberry.
Let's talk about that strawberry.
Guys, make sure y'all tap into this beautiful queen. She's been making these beautiful cakes seriously for some years. Her business has been booming. I want her to tell you a little bit about how she got into working with Coca-Cola and how they came to find her.
Well, actually, I have a friend of mine. She had taken her daughter out for her birthday. And her daughter loves Coca-Cola.
Right.
So I made a Coca-Cola cake for her. And it just so happened that the president of one of the Coca-Cola distribution centers was there at the restaurant.
Wow.
And he saw it. He was like, where did you get that cake from? And she's like, oh, a friend of mine, made it for me. He's like, I need her information. Or better yet, give her my information, have her call me.
Okay.
So, of course, she didn't wait till the next day. She just texted me right then and there, a picture of the business card. And I gave him a call, and rest is history.
Rest is history. It goes without saying, you got the golden touch. She's got the
Rest is
Midas
history.
touch.
Right now, it's out of the Gwinnett location.
Okay.
Which works well for me because of where I stay. But yeah, that's how that is. And of course, I have weddings that I do, baby showers. I do everything. I've been doing more festivals lately, but it's hot out there. I'm too hot.
What you said.
It's too much to
I
be
see
moving
when you
those
get
tents and tables, so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to do that.
Right.
But I do enjoy the custom cakes.
Okay.
Most of the time, my customers will call me. They'll send me a picture.
Okay.
But I do let them know, now, you're not going to get this exact cake. You're giving me a theme to go by. Okay. And then I'm going to go from there and add my own touches.
And that keeps you away from the trouble of them trying to be, this is not exactly what which saves you. I love it. I love it. Now, is there any designs that you found that is difficult that you did accomplish that gave you some great achievement?
I did do a Wakanda when
wow.
Wakanda first came out. That mask, baby.
Oh, the black one.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
That
yeah.
mask took me 3 days.
Wow.
Because it was so intricate. You know, it was so many little pieces. So that one, I think I cried once on doing that because it was so intricate. You know,
Right.
it was so many little pieces. And I'm my
And
worst.
it used to be tedious.
And I'm my worst critic. So I'm going to look at something that everyone else will look at. Oh my God, that's beautiful. And I look at it, I'm like, I missed that. Oh man, I messed it up. So I'm a big
Hard on
critic.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm hard on myself, but I wouldn't change it for anything. It brought me through a hard time.
Mental health. That's good.
And, you know, I'm thankful that 16 years later, I'm still able to do what I do. I still have my faithful clients. And I will say one of my weaknesses is that I'm bad about marketing. I stay in my lane. I bake the cakes, I decorate them, I clean my kitchen, I Clorox everything down, and take pictures. And then, like right now, I probably got about 20 cakes in my phone that I have not even posted.
Got to be more careful.
I know.
She need an assistant, y'all.
Yeah,
y'all hear her.
I need a marketing assistant.
Please.
I surely do.
Come on, help her out.
That's not my. I'm a true believer. Stay in your lane, and my lane is the baking and the decorating, not the marketing. But by God's grace and mercy, I have friends and my clients. They spread the word.
They're for you.
So
And the cakes are so good, but the cakes speak for themselves.
Yes.
You know,
and
the girl,
I'm thankful for that because I don't eat sweets.
You know.
So yes, I'm a baker that doesn't eat sweets.
I
eat a little bit here
Look,
and there.
Takia,
but
look.
yeah,
That
she
baby look
worries
like she
me.
don't eat, but that baby eat.
strawberry,
Let me tell you,
that strawberry cake.
Strawberry and banana pudding.
Did you kill it,
She's
Takia?
gonna
What
eat
it taste like?
Strawberries. Look, it just
it's
tastes
so
like
good.
strawberries.
Now
so
talk
good.
about the real estate stuff. Did you help Shayla?
I did.
did.
Okay.
I closed in 2.5 weeks, y'all.
Come on now, talk about it, somebody.
2.5 weeks.
Say it again, girl.
2.5 weeks.
Did I treat you like a friend or did I treat you like a?
Both. Because
That's beautiful.
Be honest with you, the house that we found that I actually ended up buying, it was literally a last minute.
Yep.
I was so frustrated because I believe I got approved like in February.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until September that I even
Yeah.
found a house. So from February to September,
This was the
we're just looking.
pandemic time.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah. Goes without saying.
everything kind of shut
2000,
down.
yeah, it was in 2020. And I was just like, every time I would find a house, someone would outbid me because everybody was selling houses, so they had all this cash on hand. And so I was like, I'm done. I just don't want
I'm
to do
over
this
it.
no more. I said, Tika, just look one more time. Look online, see if there's anything nearby. And we did. We found one. She called the person, and they was like, yeah, you can come on over, give us 10, 15 minutes. And we was 10, 15 minutes
Wow.
away from the house.
Come on, God. I want to do
And
it.
I went in. Just so happened, my mortgage lender, he's out of
Who
Tennessee.
is awesome.
Yeah, Adrian Hall.
Anything
Movement
out of
Mortgage.
Tennessee.
Adrian Hall.
Movement Mortgage out of Tennessee, Adrian Hall.
Okay.
He was great the whole time. I mean, because a lot of times, how long do they usually hold the amount
process
of money
up?
the amount of money you're approved for? So
For 30 days or
Well, you can
something?
get it.
extended.
Extended,
We had to keep
yes,
extending
yeah,
it
they had to keep
because
extending
it was taking so long. But even after we extended it, I needed more money. There was no, well, let me see what I could do. He was just like, oh, okay.
Where,
And he
where
just
did you get the money from?
What do you mean where I get the money?
Because see, it's people out here that they want to know if they didn't have no money. If you had an opportunity to find some money, where you get the money from? So
Oh
these-
no! Meaning the mortgage lenders gave me more money.
Well, y'all look
I
here.
still had to put my down payment down.
I would have had to call y'all. Look here, I would have had to call y'all for some money. You hear what I said? That's why I'm trying to help y'all. 'Cause I know
So she got approved by a different lender, but they approved her for an amount that was absolutely not going to get her anywhere.
oh,
And-
that's not nice.
No, and I
then-
found this lender from a close girlfriend of mine.
The Queen Realtor
that
came on
she
in.
went on. Well, she was gonna be my realtor regardless. But it was the lender part. See, I think a lot of people get confused lender and realtor.
Yeah, two different things.
Because the lender is that
I'm
money.
not a lender.
Right.
Let me make that clear. I'm not a lender.
Right.
So friends who have a problem with having their friend be their realtor, I do not look at your money at all. I don't know what's in your account. Adrian will tell me, hey, they're approved for this, and that's all I need to know.
Amen.
Right.
So still call me.
And it just so happened back then with me, they were still paying closing costs.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
they were.
You
We
lucky
did.
girl.
I truly,
Yeah.
it was a blessing. I will say it was I had listened to people for years saying that you got to sign over your life to buy a house. They want to know everything.
Everything.
And so I was kind of skeptical on doing it. But once we found the house and the mortgage lender was like, oh yeah, just go ahead and put it. That's what you want to offer? Okay, we'll send you this, and we did, Tika sent what she had to send and
Right.
we put it out. And so we was like, okay. And it just so happened the lady I bought the house from, because that was during the time when all of everyone was buying, investors were buying people's houses.
Right. They was swooping them up.
And they was paying outrageous amounts for them. But she didn't want to sell to a investor. And she was what was it, mortgage?
She was a realtor as
She was
well.
a realtor as well.
Okay.
And so, she called Teak that next morning, I think. And she's like, I'm going to give it to her. I was like, yes. And so then I started getting scared. I'm like, oh God.
Oh, she panicked.
They're about
Everybody-
to ask
the
me
fear will
for
come on in.
everything.
Every buyer panics after
Yeah.
the fact.
Yeah, after you're approved, then I was like, here they go. They about to ask for my heart, my leg, a piece of my hand. I'm like, they're about to ask me for everything. And so literally they asked me for the basic things was of course, my name, my social, taxes for the last 2 years, paycheck
File your
stuff for a
taxes.
year. And that was it. That's all they asked me for. So I'm like, okay, that's all they asked me for. So
I can live on that.
Right. So I was like, okay. And they was like, we'll call you for the rest of the information that we need. And I was like, okay. So about a week and a half had passed, and they were like, I hadn't heard anything. I called Teak. I was like,
What's up?
I ain't heard from nobody. Is that good or bad? I started worrying again.
No
She
news
was
is
like,
good news.
She said, well, if they haven't said anything, I wouldn't worry about
That's
it.
Tika. She always so soft.
And
I love
I
it.
think the next day, I got a call, and they said, hey, Shayla, we need some extra information from you. I'm like, here we go. Y'all, I lie to y'all not. Tika laughs to this day. They said, could you please send us the statement where you owe $12.69 and then the statement the following month showing that you paid that $12.69 off?
Patrick, let me see the camera. Dang.
That's what they asked me. They asked
$12?
me for a credit card that I had $12.69 that
I'm over
that
here
was my
trying to work
bill.
this shoe out. Just
And
getting
the
on my
next
nerves.
day, the next month showing that it had been paid on time. And
Wow.
And
Look at God. Won't
said,
he do it?
Okay, well, your closing's in a week and a half. Literally, that's how it was like 2.5 weeks was the whole process. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, well, we'll see you in about a week and a half. I was like, so I think my closing date was October the 20th. I think it was like October the 3rd or something like that they had called and said that. And I was like, so it is what Tika said is true. Make sure you pay your bills on time. Even if, with those credit cards, set your credit cards up to be auto draft or minimum balance. They
pay it
don't
on time.
care that you don't pay the full balance off that's on the card. They just want to see that your bill is being paid every month
On time.
on time.
That's right.
Set it up for the minimum balance. If you got extra money to pay after that, then you pay that extra money, but you make sure that's done. And I will also say this, because I'm trying to get both
Teach
of my
him now. Come on,
sons,
teach him now.
because I'm an accountant by trade, so that's why I do my 9 to 5 is an accountant, finances. But a lot of people say, I don't have the money for a down payment. Because regardless if you're a first-time home buyer, you still got to have money to
Closing
put down.
That's true.
You still got to have closing
Earnest
costs.
money.
That's true.
Earnest money, right. So you got to have that. And I would tell anybody, make sure you got at least $10,000 to the side. Because you're going to have earnest money.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have closing costs and down
You
payment.
got home inspection. You
Oh,
got
and you have all
appraisal.
this
And
stuff.
you got to pay these. Little home
And you have to
inspections
pay
be
it.
expensive.
And don't buy big items on out of your bank account, because if they see you, somebody don't
Moving
put in your
anything.
account $10,000 and you don't bought stuff.
Yeah.
Honey,
You
can
might as well
forget it.
say
Next year.
But I try to tell my sons, and this is something that maybe you all may want to tell your children if they're old enough that they're getting ready to try to buy a home. $10,000, hearing $10,000 is a lot. That's like, oh, what am I going to get $10,000 from? But you have to break it down by the month. So I'm like this with my children. Okay, set a goal for a year. You get paid bi-weekly? Okay. Depending on how much money you're wanting to actually save, divide that up by 12 and then divide that by 2. That's how much you need to take out of each paycheck for a whole year.
Period.
After a year, you'll have $8,000.
Period.
It's better to have $7,000 to $8,000 than to have $750 in your
What you said, honey, because I ain't going with
but you have to be patient with it. So, that's just my take on me being it's been 4 years now. I've been in my home 4 years.
Amen.
I want to move and buy a new house, but I'm scared of these interest rates. But that's a whole nother story. But
Go through NACA. What you think about NACA?
If you have patience.
yeah, because
I love NACA because I went through it.
Process.
I went through it. I went through the process. I did the 8-hour.
And they want all your life. They want everything.
They do. I went through the program. It's like 8 hours on a Saturday or something like that. And then I went and I donated my time to do the intake paperwork and work in the office. And I did that for like 2 or 3 weeks until I had found a job. And I was just doing that, working in the office. And then I got to the point to where I'm at the point where I can go purchase through them. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing that I liked about them, patronized my sister always. But what I liked about them was they give the lowest interest rate. And the first house that you purchased that you have to live in it for like a couple of years, and then the second house you can just
do what you
buy
want
them
to do.
for business.
It's just being patient enough to get there.
Yeah, you gotta have some patience.
Like a 2-3
Let me
year
tell you
process.
something. Yeah, it ain't no next tomorrow. So if you want a house tomorrow, you better call Tika. But if you want to wait, hell, I mean, hey, you hear what I said?
It's a lot. But you do what you have to do to get what you want.
Yeah,
And that's the
that
same
part.
thing about business. Having your own business is not for the weak. I will tell you that.
Real talk.
Because when I wasn't licensed, I did what I wanted to do. I put all my money in my pocket. I don't have to worry about anyone. But if you are an entrepreneur and you have a business, one thing that the the Secretary of State told me when I was on the phone with them one time, I was talking to her and I was like, okay, so what happens if someone reports you, you're not licensed, like all the way across.
Right.
She's like, well, I'll tell you right now, we don't go looking for people who don't have licenses. We come in when someone reports you.
Okay.
And you have to realize that you're taking someone else's client. So if you have a business and you have goods that people want, remember, some of those clients were someone else's clients. And once they find
took
out
the
they
time to get the
lost
business license.
that client,
Okay.
the first thing they're going to do, if they're licensed, they're going to go to the Secretary of State,
And they
which
can
is
report you.
public. You literally can go on the Secretary of State website and put in the business name, and they'll tell you whether they are active or whether they're dissolved.
Honey, but go look up On Go Production. Use it as one word, honey, because my business is the shit.
Right. You just have to do what you got to
Legit.
do. And with me, I work from home, so I run my bakery out of my home. I did not
Amen.
want the overhead. I can barely pay my bills at home. I don't need the overhead of a
You know
brick
what?
and mortar right now. But if you're in the state of Georgia, just make sure you get licensed. Well, first, your steps are, and this is just what helped me when I
Good stuff,
started
good
my
stuff.
business. I first went to the county where I lived in, and I got the list of the requirements to get a business license so that I could have a checkoff list. Secondly, I went to the department. I got my EIN number, which is free. You get it immediately. As soon as you go on the IRS.gov website, you get it immediately. After you've done that, you go to the Secretary of State's website and you request for a registered name. You have to register your name, and you need to have 3 names that you can use. You have your top name, and then you have your second and third name that you would go with if that top name is not approved or is taken by someone.
It's $25.
It's $25 to submit that. You usually get a response within 7 to 10 business days as to whether it's approved. Once you get that, now you have to go back on your checklist. And a lot of times, depending on where you're at, they may want a building permit, occupancy permit, zoning permit. If you're renting a home, you have to have something from your landlord saying that you can run a business at the home. If you own your house, it's you just have to tell them you own your home.
Have a separate room with a separate door for
there's
your
a separate
business.
room, separate door. And once you get all that information, if you're running anything that has to do with food, like what sweets or canned goods or anything like that, you have to get what they call a cottage food license. And that recognizes that the state of Georgia has inspected your kitchen. They know that you're clean. They know you do not have any industrialized sized equipment in your kitchen. If you work from home, you cannot have industrial sized kitchen items. Like, how some of the bakers have
Right.
huge, you can't have that in your home.
So I can't make my brownies with a nice new oven.
Not a commercial.
Oh, well, dang.
You can't do it in your home.
You can make them.
You can make them,
You just
but
can't have an industrial.
It'll take too long.
Your stuff got to be able to get on the counter.
Right. It'll take
or,
too
or
long.
you might sit on the side, and there's certain, they tell you the certain quarts that you're allowed to have.
Okay.
Once you get that from the Department of Agriculture, they'll give you a certificate, and then you apply with the cottage food license through the Department of Agriculture. It's $100 every year. Never changes.
Wow.
To renew it every year. And because I do food, after 5 years, I believe, I went LLC to protect my business because I am dealing with food. And I tell him, just keep up with. I know it's hard. The first of the year is rough because you got to pay. So you got to pay Secretary of State. You got to pay Department of Agriculture. You got to pay the state of Georgia sales tax that you collected through the year before. Then you got to go and pay state of Georgia again when you file your taxes for your business and your personal.
They always
state
want
of
to
Georgia
stay in your
get me
bag.
3 times.
I tell y'all.
But I wouldn't change it for the world.
That's right.
I wouldn't change it for the world. I get frustrated,
But it works.
but
You
it
know what I'm
works.
saying?
It helps me pay them extra little bills.
That part.
But yeah,
Multiple streams of rivers to make an income flow.
this economy, you have no
Always.
choice but to have multiple streams.
That part.
So, yeah.
Always.
Guys, I love it. I love it. Guys, I told y'all we're going to have some wonderful guests on here. We have one more guest, beautiful guest that's coming up. And Tika's going to tell you his name. His name is Young Boy Bowser. Bowser, not Browser. And I say
Before we leave,
Browser.
let me get my handles.
Girl, you
before we
better
leave.
do it. Hello, come on now. Y'all see
So the
Auntie got Young
business
Lou on
name,
the
because
hold.
she did mess with my business name earlier.
Oh yeah.
The business name is Sweet Cake Delight LLC.
Yeah.
Again, that is Sweet Cake with no S Delight LLC. My handle on Facebook is Sweet Cake Delight. My handle on IG is Sweet Cake _Delight. And my handle on TikTok is Sweet Cake Delight. So thankfully, God sent, I was able to use my business name across all platforms without having to add any additional stuff in there.
Okay.
So those are my handles. And please feel free to reach out to me, DM me. My email address is sweetcakedelight@gmail.com.
I love it.
And so I will, usually if you send me an email or you DM me, please give me at least 48 hours to respond back to you. Because I try not to deal with the administrative business on weekends. I just do that Monday through Friday. So give me about 48 hours and I definitely will get back with you.
Auntie got y'all. Y'all got it. Auntie got y'all. I'll tell y'all. So y'all better make sure y'all patronize both of these girls because they are best friends. They are my girls since high school, and I love them. They both have some great businesses going on. So please, please, please dive into them, okay? Make sure you do that. Rewind the show back, get each one of their social media handles, and patronize their business because that's what it's about. It's about growing one another. It's about supporting one another. And it's about putting the spotlight on the next who's who with a positive aspect, right? And a right heart, right? So guys, I love you. We're gonna be right back in just a second, and we're gonna have Young Browser. I'm just kidding. Bowser. I'm just kidding. It's Bowser, guys. I was just saying it to mess with Tika, and he know Auntie got his name. Okay, guys. Let me not play with you guys. It is Young Bowser. He is here. He is hot, and he is ready. Big baby. The boy is off the chain. He got some new releases coming. His music is about to drop. I want you guys to make sure that you definitely patronize him. We're gonna get him to sing a little couple of bars. You know how you gonna do boo. That's right. That's right. But patronize him and stay tuned for us for the second show, guys. Make sure you check out Let's Talk About It Live. It's every Friday also following this show from 9 to 10. And we'll be diving into that right after this show. So, hey, catch us over there. Subscribe, follow us, like it. Also, follow APAP Media. This is who sponsors the show, who puts the the great opportunity for us to be seen and you to hear us on. So go to info@apapmedia.com, or you can also go to apapmedia. You know what I'm saying? That part.